I was just so stunned.
I've been in this business a long time, Maurice. I got all the moves.
Oh wow, look at it, like the number of matches between these two.
Yeah. Which makes me sad that the game they've pulled, I mean, it's a good game, but it was specifically marked early rounds only, so that to try to get around two really strong players pulling it. So I don't know. This entire race could hinge on the smallest of mistakes between two, absolute veteran players like these.
Surprisingly, BTS with BladeTwinSwords never made top 8 despite having 83% win rate.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like a matter of chance even. They've bet their best finish was 25th. I bet there's like a number of finishes that are all around that number, right? This is a 13th edition card, so BladeTwinSwords has been in 13 different mystery tournaments, which is funny enough not the biggest number on screen right now. Mundungu has been in every single one since Mystery Tournament 1.
I think maybe I think there's only 2.
Oh, who's the other? Who's the other? Lightning, free ball.
90?
90, yeah. I think you're right.
I looked at these cards a lot when I made them. Like I've got like a page with all of them just so I can see that if something is wrong. And there's just some stuff that like sticks out, like people who have made every top 8, of which there are also only 2.
Oh.
Oh, do you want me to say it? Well,
yeah.
it's
maybe it should be a surprise.
I think I know, actually.
Well, it's Andy, of course.
And you.
And me, yeah. I swear this isn't where I was going with it. And then just people with like a really high win rate, like Andy, like stuff like that just sticks out. Look at all of them. And people with really low quality avatars like Mundungu.
Right, I think this was pointed out to be like the lowest quality one we have.
I think so.
The more visible the pixels, the better you do in races. That's the fact.
I believe it. You do the best in races when you're not even there.
That's Alpha 5's voice. Also a top 8 player like Mundungu, who did make all the way up to 3rd, actually, in Mystery Tournament 11.
MT11 was a weird time.
What was weird about it?
There were a lot of weird games. Like,
isn't that just Mystery Tournament in general?
No, that one was just like weird console games. Like that was before we went crazy with freeware.
So this is after Mystery Tournament 10, so huge influx of new players who have all these ideas about what a blind race could or should be.
And we grabbed a lot of console games.
And they just threw it all at the wall, huh?
Yeah. And, then it slowly devolved to freeware as we ran out of weird console games to submit.
I guess I can confirm that's fact, because I'm technically one of those people who submitted weird games.
It's just like, what are you playing? Go Beckham Adventure.
That game's pretty alright, though.
That game is great. But that came after I played Monster Party. Or whatever that game is.
Wait,
It's Monster Party, right?
For the NES?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's
Wait,
not
isn't
very
that
good.
actually a good game?
It is a good game, but I beat Jal because Jal didn't discover that you could transform.
Oh.
It's a weird, like, it's easy to lose time in weird ways, I think, in that game.
I won that race defeating a giant tempura shrimp. That was the final boss.
Video games. And the things they make us do and say. This game that they've pulled, assuming everything goes well. It is the console it's on doesn't emulate beautifully. I've been testing. I've had to switch from BizHawk to another emulator in testing just because I was consistently not getting good performance. So I don't know. There's a small chance something like this happens to one of our players, but if it goes through, it's just a nice platformer. It's just a nice time. Do you think you can give an edge to either of these two players in a straight-up platformer?
I probably want to give that to Mundungu. I don't know. I haven't raced BTS as much as I have Mundungu, just randomly off on the side with stupid things. But every game I race with Mundungu is inevitably trash. So, you know, because usually Boney picks it. That's the problem.
You know, I find it interesting that you say straight up platformer as I don't know whether you intend it or not, as though a generic like 16-bit or similar platformer is the default setting for a mystery tournament.
I feel like saying it like that is like it's the odd man out. It's just like this is a straight platformer.
I mean it in the sense that there isn't you don't need to really solve any puzzles. You don't need to worry about complex controls. You can kind of just
fair.
focus on the platforming.
I just bring it up because I think that's an interesting thought. Is what would it be if is it that is the generic mystery tournament game? Who knows? Maybe we'll see the race play out, and that's exactly what it'll be.
We're getting philosophical here. There's not much else we can do while we wait for the players to get set up.
Yeah, I mean, going off on random tangents is also a classic of Mystery Funhouse, so, you know.
As long as we bring it back, we can go on an adventure, but we gotta circle back around.
Did we ever have that Demolition Man movie night?
This is an adventure. I didn't know there even were movie nights.
That was I just distinctly recall that being one of the biggest tangents during a particularly long race. Was talking about the movie Demolition Man, which they weren't racing it or anything.
Oh, Mundungu can't figure out how to stream because he forgot they reset all stream keys.
Just kind of assumed everything was good.
Yeah, I see. I've played this game. I realize. I would not entirely call this a straight up platformer.
Do I remember if you only need one screen? I think you only need one screen.
Yeah, I looked up screenshots and it looks like it, but then you never know. Maybe they're playing some Elite Beat Agent game on the bottom at some point or something.
No, I think like maybe like conversations with NPCs or something might happen on a I don't remember.
So I think that just gave away the platform they're playing on.
Yeah.
The Game & Watch.
Exactly. It's
considering-
that new Zelda one that has Zelda 2 and stuff in it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got that one. I'm using that to learn the speedrun for Link's Awakening, the original one, because all the glitches work.
Oh yeah, it'd just be an emulator.
Well, no, it's just they picked a really strange version of like the game, because like you can do screen scrolling on the US version for some reason, even though they patched that one out like immediately. But they patched out super swimming in the doghouse, basically anything that lets you do things that would make it so you could put the ROM in a completely unplayable state. Like you can't do things that would get you more than 16 heart containers because the game stops functioning. It crashes on the title screen.
Okay. So
And
they patched out
they basically removed your ability to fuck with memory. So that's what they patched out, and then everything else is still there.
To be fair, that's actually probably the nicest way to
Yeah,
patch
no,
something
like
that.
they did like, okay, yeah, that's good. Like that's what they should have done. That's acceptable.
Yeah, rather
But
than
the only
remove
problem I have with
backwards.
it, honestly, is the fact that the big, bouncy, rubbery buttons are really hard to mash with. And buffering bomb triggers is much harder in the original version. I can't do it, so. But it's fun. I like that little thing. Yeah, I want to replay Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 at some point. Seems like a good way to do it.
I streamed a playthrough of Zelda 1 blind for the first time, like a couple years ago, right? And so it was like people were excited to come watch a blind playthrough of the original Zelda, because
Yeah,
there's just not too many of those available.
Yeah. How'd you like the final boss?
I don't know. I found all the hearts and stuff, so I just kind of like stood in the corner and hit the sword button, and it all worked out.
Yeah, he hurts.
Alpha, do you have any comment on TPC's accusation of your button mashing speed?
Hang on, I don't know what TPC said. I wasn't paying attention to chat.
He just says you suck at mashing.
I do suck
guess.
at mashing. That's a fact.
What's your hurts? How many? I want to ask how much you can lift, and I'm trying to find the. Do you even mash, bro?
It's like no. I mean, like I mean, my main problem is like those are like actually like depressing the buttons takes a while. The main thing I've measured on is keyboard, and it's like 5 at best. But that's keyboard mashing, so it's hard.
That's weird. Yeah, I don't know what my keyboard mashing is.
On controller, if I like, because I saw that one video of someone like teaching, this is how you do a hover mash, and he just rolled his fingers across. And like, I can go way faster if I do that. But I play on keyboard for half of those games.
Oh, BTS, no.
Again, Maurice's perfect cropping ruined at the key
It was
moment.
looking so good.
Well, I think the game has been revealed, though.
The game has been revealed.
If I'm correct, yeah,
Really
the
long
legendary Starfy.
Oh
for
no,
the
this
DS.
is in English. I haven't played this one.
The character that everyone wonders who is that in Smash Brothers. It looks like a Pokemon, but it's not. It's Starfy!
I love this little guy. So this was one of the first games I tested. There was like 300 plus games there, and I had my pick of what I wanted to start with, and this was like one of the first ones, because I've heard good things about it, and I just wanted a nice platformer. The original goal was too short. It was just the first world, and it was very easy, too easy, too short. So it's been lengthened to the goal that it originally was when it was featured in one of the past tournaments, to beat World 2. Which is a little bit unclear. There's a lot of words at the bottom. Defeat the final level in the hot springs. The Volcano Turtle boss fight is beat World 2, is what it is.
The way you said that made it sound like an anime episode title.
This
Yeah.
is an anime.
One of those way too long.
Turtle in the
Light
hot
novel
springs,
titles.
an epic defeat,
Yep.
etc.
Here we go.
Next time on the legendary Starfy.
And they're off.
Here we go. So let's pray that both of their emulators are running okay, because on BizHawk, this game was fine in the menus,
Yeah.
and then it got in game and it dipped down.
So with BizHawk, I know it isn't like fully done yet for the DS emulation. I think they have like Melon fully integrated, but is this fast? Yeah, it looks like the right speed.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where you're
Looks
playing a
okay.
DS game and it looks like it should be a lot faster because the Game Boy games ran faster.
Thing is, with DS, the audio will crackle. It goes at the wrong speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh no, we can't get the plot.
Probably.
It is.
Well, what's going to be important in this race is pressing start to skip a bunch of NPC dialogue. There's a lot of it in World 1. and I didn't know that was a thing. Maybe it's in the paste bin that they have, because we had a worst paste bin in testing that has been replaced with the old one. And honestly, this is going to be...
BTS.
It's going to be a straightforward enough race that stuff like not pressing start to skip cutscenes is going to matter a huge amount.
Yeah, I've pulled ahead pretty hard in races because it was the fireman last MT against Yod VGS.
Oh yeah, they never pressed start.
They didn't do whatever button it was that just skipped all the text.
Yeah, I remember.
And despite my best efforts to get lost in a game with like only 2 extra rooms in it, I got like 6 minutes ahead because I just you held select and you skipped all the cutscenes. Did I just say he's going to Gulag Lagoon?
I don't think that's what it said.
I
didn't catch it at all, but
might
I'm
be.
pretty sure that's not what it said.
I'm just gonna say no.
Gulag Lagoon. Okay. Close enough. Close to Gulag. I would want, Gulag Lagoon would be a much higher, much different age rating.
No. That can't be level 1. That has to be the final world. It's like the
You keep
evil
going to
lagoon.
different lagoons. Gulag Lagoon is the prison escape level, so halfway through the game.
The goal right now, I think they just want to bump into this big mess of fishes over and over.
Alright, it's a boss fight, I guess. Are they fighting the dirty bubble from SpongeBob?
No, I think they're fighting that one boss from Majora's Mask.
No, but that's filled with frogs.
These are tadpoles. It hasn't grown up yet.
Are you sure?
No.
I'm pretty sure those are fish.
Do you have to be sure of anything in The Legend of Starfy?
Probably.
Mundungu getting a little bit stunned here. That happens if you hit the spin button too frequently. I don't really have a good way to communicate what too frequently is to the players.
Probably 3 times in like 3 seconds, or 4 times. Just some number like that.
Yeah.
And apparently the fish are friendly now.
Yeah,
You
well,
saved
the
them
big
from
guy
the
who
dirty
was
bubble.
thing.
What do you do with these fish?
I thought the same, by the way. I thought the fish were like how the boss gets harder because. they
Yeah, I
don't
thought
chase
the
you.
boss was attacking you with fish.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then suddenly, oh, the fish are actually our friends. Like Finding Nemo.
I think Mundungu's getting walled by... So the fish turned into a giant arrow at one point? Oh wait, no,
No,
maybe
I
That's
do it
just
all
how
the
they
time.
follow you. Yeah. This
Oh, there we
guy,
go.
if you talk to him, said like you got to save them, and then maybe says like bring them back here or something. So BladeTwinSwords does that much sooner and picks up a ton of time in this race.
Okay, yeah, it's ahead now.
So let me ask you guys: you're playing a game. There are NPCs who will talk to you. Do you mash through the text, or is there a part of you that will ever, in any circumstance, actually read what they say to maybe get a hint as to what you're supposed to do?
I try and speed read some text and like pick up on keywords, and if I see a really important keyword, I might slow down or read it again.
Yeah.
Just because that has burned me basically every single time I don't. So, yeah.
I would
I
never
think
read
the
it again.
thing is, it's actually a bigger question than just the text itself. You have to get a feel for the game. If it's a very straightforward platformer, no, you just rush. You just keep moving. But if it's a game that's a bit of a maze or a bit of it's a puzzly thing, then you read that text, because that may have the exact clue you need to get a major edge.
Yeah, like, this game, when it's got this, like, maze-ish, maybe Klonoa kind of stage design, yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to what they say. Because for all I know, they're the objective. What is going on?
Starfy can transform.
Into
Oh,
a
yeah.
fire-breathing dragon.
Oh, it's a little Samson again.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
is free.
is an easy
It
boss.
Mundungu just
I
stood
was
there.
at the goal!
This might, I can't remember if this is the end of World 1. I don't think it is, but like it was too easy for sure. Like if this is the boss fights that are featured in World 1, right? You get an idea for why we extended this goal.
I mean, BTS has a lot of issues doing this as fast as Mundungu did.
He's not holding the button, and he's not holding up to shoot upwards. I guess it says that you can hold up to shoot upwards. It doesn't say that you can hold the button to keep doing fire.
Maybe holding isn't working?
I don't think so.
Or maybe this is what happens when you mash, is you just this.
Also, I'm hearing the crackly audio.
Yeah, I'm also hearing it.
So I'm pretty sure his game's not running at 60, which
Who said
makes
BTS?
my skin itch. Whoever's got audio right now.
I don't hear any crackling.
It's Mundungu.
You don't?
I can hear
sounds
it.
fine to me.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
Come on, chat, help me out here. This sounds fine to me. Well, let me make
Are
it a
we
bit
hearing
louder.
on Discord what you're hearing? Like, I don't know how that would be possible that we would hear something else.
What are you streaming to Discord at? Are you streaming to Discord at 30 or 60?
30.
Chat says it sounds fine.
Change Discord to 60. Maybe it'll fix the audio.
Yeah, but I don't want to drop frames to Twitch. I would prefer
Yeah, no,
to-
it's
Well,
fine.
they're not
Just-
important. We're the ones who are important.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, as long as Maurice is kind of the one keeping an eye on this race, I think, at this point, so...
It sounds
long
very
as-
fine to me. We can also check BTS just like for the heck of it. He
Mhm.
said he has clean audio as well.
Yeah,
Let's have a look.
I kind of wish we had the players just straight up drop into the game and turn on the FPS counter and just had a look before the race.
Oh, but
But here we
BTS is definitely crackling.
Yeah. Hmm.
But then again, BTS's stream was very laggy, so... I mean, he would know if it's crackling, right?
Yeah,
Maybe he'd
if
say
it's
something.
just because the somehow sound is not coming over anywhere near as cleanly.
I mean, BTS audio is horrible. Like, you can tell the game is not running right if this is what he hears.
Yeah, I doubt it because I mean, Nintendo's promoted the heck out of this game. I don't think it would have those kind of issues. It's like one of those things where it's just like, yeah, you would know if the game isn't right. Like gameplay wise, it looks fine.
It looks fine, yeah, I agree.
So it's probably just his stream. What does
FPS going
this
up
do?
instead of down right. It's little things like that that are gonna, again, matter a lot. Mundungu's in this section. I guess they both are where...
It's
you need
separate
to
section for BTS.
Yeah,
BTS is like half
similar.
a stage back.
But the goal is to get into these sort of jet streams that push you forwards, and that gives you enough distance to get away from this thing without getting grabbed. If it does grab you, I think you just mash out of it, no problem, but it's a little bit of time loss.
I don't know what kind of running animation Starfy had, but oh my goodness.
Okay, you gotta turn into a dragon. How do you do that?
For anyone who's unclear, whenever the screen goes black, they're having some kind of conversation on the other screen.
Okay.
Yeah, that got me a little bit. You jump into the thought bubble to transform.
Oh my god, that's adorable. He's got a dragon costume.
Look how stupid this run animation is.
It's like
He's
missing
so
frames.
happy.
It's like missing frames or something.
It really is. It really is. Oh, it's gone.
Aw.
Yeah,
You can see why.
missing
Charizard
frames
cosplay.
sounds right.
We wanted to make some kind of effort to have this game in. Like, it's just so cute and pleasant.
The fire breathing animation.
So the sign here, yeah, mistake from Mundungu. This is what I did. And the sign is on the upper level and it's pointing right. Do you go right or do you go up and then right? And Mundungu has gone the wrong way. This is just time lost.
Yeah, I was curious because the way I looked at it, it looked like go up to me
Yeah,
because
I
it was
agree.
on the upper platform.
Arrow points up. I agree.
Yeah, well, it doesn't point up, but it is up.
It's pointing. It's
To the
pointing on.
upward
Like, if
path.
it was on a lower ledge, like I would just have taken the upper path because otherwise, like, why would I be able to go there?
Also, you pass by a lower path on your way up, and so like when you see the other path, you can maybe reasonably assume that those are going to connect
Yeah,
and
it
loop
loops.
around.
What is this run animation?
I mentioned that.
Going
It's
fast.
No, just like why is this run animation? I guess is a better question. Like, why are we running?
I don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog, when he goes fast, his feet turn into a circle. It's the same sort of.
But Starfy doesn't really have feet. He has nubs.
No, he's got 5 feet.
Well, that's why where his
He's
eyes
5
look like
legs.
Why isn't his run animation doing cartwheels on all of his 5 feet, I guess?
Now you're thinking.
that. Oh, BTS has to jump into.
This
the
looks
dragon.
spooky.
Yeah, so I started like looking. I looked at the paste bin real quick. I hit all the buttons. I talked to the guys again. I did everything but jump into the thought bubble.
It's
I
a silly-
think
it's a
BTS
silly
actually got that a
mechanic.
little bit faster than the Mundungu. Okay, now BTS knows he can. Maybe? Yeah, he's holding the button now.
Oh, it's this guy again. This time we're not the dragon.
Yeah, it's still a pretty easy fight. But I guess it's not completely free.
I don't know, this looks completely
It
free
looks
to me.
completely free. I agree.
It's just like, what do? Do you push the spin button? Oh no, he mistimed the spins.
Right. He lost some time. It happened. BTS, decision time. Oh, he's thinking about it.
Yeah!
Nice.
I really want BTS to hit the FPS counter and see what's up with this game, though. Like, he's really far behind, and I feel like he's not playing that much more poorly, you know?
No, I mean, what set him back was that boss fight. Like, that one boss fight is basically their time difference. It's like half a stage.
We're into World 2, where it does start doing some stuff. You gotta, like, think a little bit about the environment. You don't just follow the signs.
We're in a volcano.
It's the hot springs. You got a big rock, you got a waterfall that's a problem, and a one-way door. And surprisingly, you can push the big rock.
See, this isn't a straight-up platformer. This is a complex puzzle.
Oh, the rock seemed very light, but suddenly it just blocks all of that water.
Right, yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
it's like a
how
balloon.
strong is Starfy then, right? Like, if he's
Maybe
able to...
Starfy is just that strong, but is too lazy to swim against the current.
I guess so. It's funny, you pass by this rock and you gotta make a decision. Do I bring that rock with me? Am I gonna need it? Yep,
Yeah,
you
so
are!
The second one you're not gonna need, you're gonna need that third one. Passing that's gonna be, like... It's one of those just, like, you have to take them now forever. Because it doesn't, like, waste that much time to grab them.
I feel great that I get to, like, ask these questions, though. I've got, like, 3 top-tier players all on commentary with me, so I can just, like, what do I don't know what to do, right? I never know what to do. I can just ask the best.
I would have skipped
Yeah,
the rock
I
too.
would give up. After the first time, it would just be like, okay, I can only ever take this with me, just in case.
I think I would still skip it and look ahead. Like,
BTS,
it's not
how are
gonna
you not
make you
just
carry the
imaging
rock
this
for
guy?
like 5 screens or something, so the most time loss you have is a little bit, because you swim
Well, I
pretty
guess
fast
Mundungu
without
just
the rock.
spun in the tentacle, and there's just a really easy spot to stand.
Yeah, I agree, Maurice. And this fight from BladeTwinSwords is not quite as good. Is not fighting on the ground. Is like missing some spins. The hitboxes at the top of the tentacles are like much wider than they appear. BTS actually only has 2 hits left.
Yeah. This seems good now.
All right.
Yeah, less clean, still not as bad, but...
I don't know, Mundungu was trying to do some mid-air platforming off this rock or something.
It looked like he was trying
I
to
think
charge
he...
his super jump
Oh, I guess you
SMB2
kinda have
style.
to. could probably make some weird jump there.
Hello?
See, I was curious about whether or not you were gonna be able to do that, what Mundungu just did.
What's your instinct? What are you doing right now?
You chase the rock.
It's
Yeah.
just the rock.
It's a race.
Oh, is it a race? I wouldn't even
Yeah, it's like it probably
consider-
is actually a race.
I wouldn't even consider that it's a race. I would just think that you need the rock down there to fill one of those stupid waterfall.
Yeah, and it's going slowly enough by the time you get there, like your, oh shit moment is gonna be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Thankfully, you guys would have just been going as fast as you
Yeah.
could anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a key part of things. You're just gonna rush regardless.
BTS.
yeah, has figured out
Oh, no.
rock pushing.
Oh, he's taking the rock.
Yeah, well, it's the second rock. Now, does he skip the third rock because he feels like he's been cheated?
Yeah, right. It could absolutely be that. He's like, wait, oh, I don't need this? Alright, screw this rock. No, he's gonna bring it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just like the first time you take it, it's like, okay, I don't always need the rock, but,
That happened to me recently in testing. I went into like a side area and like it felt important. So I went like all the way to the back, hitting a bunch of switches and stuff, and all of it was extra. Like the first switch I hit was the one I needed. And then the next area I went into, I hit the first switch and then went back, but the one I needed was all the way at the back. And Oh, nice. Mundungu finds this rock in the bottom left corner. I'm pretty sure that he needs
you
this.
need that to break open these walls over here.
Well, this wall is just treasure. I think it might have been down below, even.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's any of those.
And now he's leaving the rock, and he's gonna need it in a minute. I think.
Well, right now I could understand leaving that rock. Yeah, it doesn't,
Okay.
didn't need it.
Oh,
Whereas,
push
I
this
don't
down.
remember BTS doing that room that... Or I don't remember Mundungu doing the room that BTS just did.
Oh, you can just roll it. I had a hell of a time getting it in this gap with only
Yeah,
the
I
dashes.
think you can just roll it until just now.
Oh, no,
That catch is
move
bad.
move it.
Yep.
Oh, this is just pachinko now. That level in Super Mario Sunshine.
It's probably a bit less buggy than that one.
Yeah, that level's, that level sucks.
I like this, like checking, where do I need to bring this rock? To the right.
Yeah, do something with the time while you're forced to wait. Explore the area, look for something else. Just NPCs, okay. Oh, this rock is just a little bit too far away. Oh, nice. Mundungu, I fell for that trap. It takes you all the way back to the top to, like, try again. So,
Yeah,
you don't want to go in there.
I think my instincts would have been to push it and then get annoyed.
I agree with Mundungu, just go to the right, left is bonus.
Yeah. You're not really in fear of dying. Nobody's died yet.
Mundungu's bringing the rock.
Back to the left, I agree.
There they are.
Ooh, gets it. Okay.
Oh,
Trying to fit in the gap.
okay,
Okay.
yeah, this one.
Oh, this is obnoxious.
That would have been painful. I mean, look at this 3D background. Oh, there we go.
Did they read the paste bin? It's time for a paste bin check.
Check the paste.
What's the pace been checked for?
In 2-3, no, in 2-2, in the firepower section. If you get to a dead end, you have to heat the water up above you. Takes a while, changes color towards red. Is that the one?
Yeah,
I see you've cooked your
Uh-huh.
clam friend.
that was not in the old paste bin, and that cost me, I don't know, 45 seconds or something. And in a game like this, 45 seconds is everything. So I'm glad the old paste bin had that.
Oh yeah, cause maybe yeah, I guess you figured that out by talking. As BTS is now entering that area right now.
Yeah, I went there, didn't understand, went back, talked to the guy, and he's like, "Heat up the thing," and I'm like, "Shit."
Oh, there's all these geysers here. I like them. That's fun.
It is fun. It's
That
a
is
fun game.
I like it. Now we're a dragon again. BTS now has to go through this garbage.
It's pushing the rock all the way down, isn't looking below to see what could be down.
Get
Ooh.
saved!
Oh, he pushed it in anyway.
Oh,
no,
no.
never
Okay.
All right. Man,
It's so
BTS
close
is
every time.
This is not safe.
It's so close.
I think you can fish the rock out of there if it does.
Probably, but it's still annoying.
Hmm.
But then where's the reset thing?
BTS is doing this a lot faster because of this. Right,
Whoa.
and-
What is it? It's blinking, it's glowing. What could it be?
It's shiny.
He doesn't want to do it. He figured out what it is and he doesn't want to do it, but I think he has to do it.
Oh, it's like those mothball launchers in Metroid.
Yeah.
You can't get out of them.
Oh no. Well, that
I
rock
mean,
should still
isn't
be
that-
there.
Isn't that just a Donkey Kong barrel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't get out of those either.
Yeah. It's a threat. Are we in the next level? There's one more node in the paste bin.
I
About 2-3.
definitely know that. At least that didn't seem like it was too much time lost.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about. The waterfall got me. It made sense that there was a paste bin note. Nothing here. Well, actually, there's a sequence where you need to like collect all the guys or something, and that's not in here actually. So we'll see if they're smart and not stupid like me.
We can float now. Or maybe always. I don't remember.
Always, yeah.
Okay. It's the boss.
Are we
It's just
fighting like a
teasing you.
volcano, like manatee? Or no, it's a turtle.
Turtle.
Just the way it's moving reminded me of like a cow.
Volcano turtle boss fight.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Volcano turtle.
This is the
right now?
first time he shows up. I think he shows up again.
No, this is the second
when you
time
actually
already.
fight him. Yeah,
keeps
yeah,
showing
you're
up.
right. He will show up again. This is just like a auto-scroller platforming section, I think.
Okay, in 2-3, in the reverse waterfall section, you need to exit at the top of the screen when the rocks stop coming. Oh. That's actually a useful hint, because you would stay at the bottom of the screen usually.
Hmm.
Since
It was, I
that's-
don't know, it was natural enough for me to keep going up.
But that's like the place where you
Yeah,
save at the
because
bottom.
you want to stay at the bottom-ish, but like when the screen stops, right? You wanna leave.
No, when the rocks stop coming. I feel
Oh,
like
the rocks didn't even kill you. Never mind. I'd be at the top of the screen the whole time.
Yeah, that's probably why I drifted towards the top.
Ah. If they killed you, I would stay at the bottom and just be afraid of like some final
Yeah, if
attack.
they did nothing, immediately top of screen.
All right, got the little guy. I was like, screw that. I don't know who that guy is. Screw that guy. And I ran past him, and now Mundungu's leaving that guy, and you need to get all the guys. So it's gonna have to come back for him.
Well, he's talking to that dude.
Oh, spun a little bit too early. And then spun too much.
Yeah. Do you need to talk to them?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Oh, he did get
Saved
of
all
them.
the boys.
Alright, is this the boss? Where's the boss?
I'm expecting there will be a giant, darkness cloud again.
BTS just goes into the boiling hot lava pool.
Maybe it's like a nice hot spring.
I mean, is Starfy a starfish or just a star that lives in the ocean?
Yes.
That's... okay.
I mean, he spins around. I don't see no suckers or anything on the back.
Yeah. He just thinks he's a starfish. He's just a star.
That
Is it boss?
happens to be a fish.
It's just the same thing again.
Yeah.
I mean, he lives in space. He doesn't need to breathe air. He can be underwater.
That's
Probably
not how.
smart.
Okay.
Multiple atmospheres of pressure.
Left. Back to the middle, probably.
It's one of my
But how
favorite
many
Futurama quotes.
Yes.
Is when they crash the spaceship to the bottom of the ocean. They ask the professor how many atmospheres it can survive, and he says, "Well, it's a spaceship, so anywhere between 0 and 1."
Mundungu did a good job of predicting when the rocks end.
Yeah, I noticed that. Just headed right up to the top of the screen and saw the stuff at the top of the screen. You gotta wonder, do I care about it? Well, what, that door? Tell me about this door.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't think you can make it to that door. I think you have to go up based off of where things were.
So that door's got a star on it, which no other door has had. I can tell you there are star doors that are just wastes of time. I don't see any other way to go, though. You can't. You can fire down a little bit.
Yeah, it's like there wasn't anywhere else to go. Maybe there's something up and to the left, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was busy talking about starfish.
That's how it goes sometimes. We'll see if Mundungu was paying attention.
This has to be the boss. Still not the boss.
Welcome to the bonus game.
So
No,
World
this game's
2.
very like Kirby DS-esque, and those had just room after room, and no boss fight inside.
Oh.
Here we go.
This is a minigame.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
3343 was Spice Father's time in his Mystery Tournament 14 match. For us testers with a worse pacement, I might add, it was more like 36 minutes, 37 minutes.
What are we doing?
Is he looking for
Are we
like
trying
the
to find the
sounds?
sound?
It's getting further away.
Yeah.
He's looking for a way out of this minigame, is what he should be doing. Where's the exit?
Oh, it's on the right. It's on the right.
Yeah, it's to the right.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure it's that one. Like he kept passing it.
I don't even know. Is he gonna get like a collectible card or something for this?
You get a gun.
Hey yo.
Heyo.
Secret
2?
two.
I don't.
Oh, no, don't do the secret too.
No, stop talking
Leave.
to him.
Oh no.
No!
Oh boy.
Yeah, Mundungu loses this way.
Oh,
Okay, good.
You cancelled the minigame.
It is happening again.
So we are going to the left.
We're going somewhere else. Yeah, I missed what the very start of this area and this stage was like. This whole thing is just a red herring in here.
Oh, what the hell? Are we going up there? Oh,
To
it's
the end
just-
of the stage. Oh.
What the hell? Oh, that has to feel so bad. He's still ahead, but he
Idiots
doesn't
is not
know
that
it.
far behind now. He's saving the people.
Alright, do the secret too.
Red hot snapper battle.
BladeTwinSwords is getting these octopi down from these trees as he moves through
Aren't
this
they
area.
squids?
It's a squid.
Yeah, it is a squid.
Or are they kids?
No, these are definitely squids.
They
Maybe
got
they
the
are
monsters
they?
up top.
Young squids. Alright, Mundungu has met the turtle yet again. The turtle is starting fires. Oh, the turtle stole the blue guy.
Still something. This is my favorite screen because it's the only one that's like actually challenging platforming where you can go a little bit faster if you're smart about which ones you jump on and stuff.
Alright. The lava was moving so slow. It's never gonna catch you.
I was just like, I'm not even sure it's moving.
It's so free. But yeah, I agree. Like, it doesn't matter if it's free, if you can still lose time if you do it imperfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't been fully paying attention. When did Starfy get into a volcano?
This is
That's
the
The
hot
hot
spring.
springs.
The turtle
Yeah.
is turning it into a tornado. Tornado.
No, I think it's just a hot springs because it's next to a volcano.
I mean, why are hot springs hot? Is it not always geothermal activity?
I guess so. So this is
Yeah,
Death
but
Mountain.
they're usually not next to lava.
Eh.
Well, this one is.
They're literally on top of lava.
Fire is hot.
Sound the alarm!
Fire indeed hot.
BTS floats directly to the exit, so saves like a whole bunch of time. And I gotta say, I've been watching BTS a little bit here and there. I feel like he's not playing poorly, and so I can't explain like why he didn't catch up that much.
It was just. I mean, he's caught up quite a bit. Just the main thing was the
I'm gonna make him check his FPS when he's after this race.
Yeah, we can check it, and then I guess do a retime frame counter, but that would be stupid.
Well, I mean, I
don't
think
know.
if it's just not 60 FPS, then this is a redraw.
Yeah, I could agree with that, because Mundungu's running at 60 and BTS is running at 59.
Yeah, or
You know.
like 55, like something which explains the audio.
Yeah, like the reason I was thinking like 59
This
or
one's
58.
this seems
you
slow
wouldn't
for
necessarily notice it.
BTS. Look how slow he's moving.
This is a little bit slow, hitting all these platforms. He jumped over that platform and it's like,
no.
oh wait, I could just land on that platform.
No, I mean technically slow. I wasn't
the game
dissing
running
BTS.
slow.
Yeah, Maurice is right about that. It's going slower for him.
See, I thought you were looking for other reasons why he might be behind.
No,
yeah,
no.
It's actually going slower.
Hmm. Well,
We're
they're
gonna-
very
we're
far
gonna
along
finish
now.
this
So if maybe we're overthinking things, I guess we'll let them finish just in case. But yeah, we'll check. We'll double check. We'll make sure that everything's okay.
Yeah, no, you know what? I can see when he's doing that running animation. That looks different for me. For Mundungu's.
I think the screen just has a lot of like background effects going on.
Which would like make it more likely to lag. Yeah.
Yeah, like earlier in like simpler
But
water
I was
levels,
not
it wasn't
entering
so
the
apparent,
thing.
but here with so much steam and whatever in the background. We're gonna have
Mundungu suspected that this was a way back and avoided it for a while, but I think actually it is indeed the way forward.
Oh, maybe it is the same speed there. I don't know, it's hard to say.
Glide actually necessary to cross a gap. Ooh, these platforms got stars on them. That makes me worried after that star door.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't consider that. I would just.
Yeah, I
select these
wouldn't
things.
consider that either. I would just keep going.
I mean, you are a star also, so like there's probably okay for there to be star iconography in the game.
And like you're picking up stars the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the boss. Yeah,
I think that's the
good.
boss door. It's got a skull on it.
Wait, where the
Meanwhile,
hell is
BTS is
BTS?
in a bathhouse minigame or something. I don't know what's going on here.
What the? Where the hell
This is
he?
not good.
Can't
It's
even
trying
get
to
through here.
slide under. Is that a thing? I can't remember. Trying to
slide very far.
initiate a roll on. Oh, he slides
There.
under.
Alright, Mundungu is on this turtle. You think this turtle is a threat?
It's not, maybe not threat. Actually, you know what? I was pretty low on health by the end of the boss fight.
It's definitely less free than the squid.
Yes, it's an honest to goodness boss fight.
Okay, yeah. While running, if you press down, you just face plant super hard.
Cool.
Oh, that's why he does it in
Oh,
Smash.
jump on the pin.
Yeah, his little dongle.
Dong.
Ooh,
you have to
catches
call
him in
it
the
a
middle.
Oh, again.
Wait,
He almost fell off screen.
That's how fast he was going. What is these? Wow.
Hey, It's just kind of
Mundungu's
lights
got
up
the
right now.
moves.
Oh, phase 2. Now we're flying in water.
Some might call that swimming.
We played Bomberman and they picked up a flying thing underwater and people were shouting at me for calling it swimming. And yeah, he's got his dongle out, so it's pretty obvious that you can just hurt him.
Yep.
Hope Matt marked the stream is not safe for work.
This hot dongle action.
Hot star on. It does double damage right now.
One more hit.
There he goes.
As he goes off the screen.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, 36.
You got a superstar.
Good job, Chesters.
So I guess the goal doesn't specify the endpoint, just says defeat the final level.
You have done it. 31 seconds. What's the audio?
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure
obviously. Alright, pretty sure it's a fire rock type, which means it's 4x weak to water.
Yeah, this
Plenty of
audio-
that around.
This audio is not right.
Oh, BTS went to the end of that long section and didn't bring the rock with him.
It's
So
one thing to hear stuttering, but I'm hearing skipping.
Right.
I think it's just the way that the DS offers audio, maybe. It's like not quite catching up with the actual speed of the game.
Possible.
Oh yeah, the rock does fit through that gap. That's a clue that maybe it needs to keep going.
But nope.
Oh, is BTS even gonna notice that it killed some guys up there and opened up a path?
I mean, he has to. It's the only way he can go.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, press Y.
Oh, alright, we got the long swim back. He even knows exactly how it works, too.
Yeah, he
I'm
went
gonna
into
be
one
right
of them.
back. Jesus.
I mean, it's a hot swing. It's a hot spring. You're not supposed to like go too fast or anything. Not relaxing.
It's also a race.
Oh, you gotta float.
Mowing
here.
the lawn isn't supposed to be a sprint
It is
either.
when I do it. I don't want to mow the lawn.
That's true.
The shorter time I spend on mowing the lawn, the better.
I guess Starfy like gets into running speed and then like, or no, it's a run button game, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
figure. I think he's just holding it like at this point.
Yeah. What? Get in there.
When you spin it, it sometimes like flies up a little bit. It happens pretty much for all of them. So you want to
Yeah.
roll it at the start and then spin as soon as it's under like the corner. Wait, can you hit the dongle without like spinning the boss around?
Yeah, I wonder.
But maybe that's so hard it's not even worth considering. Are you gonna get dizzy?
I know, it looks more like a nubbin than a dongle to me.
Oh, maybe he tried.
His audio is working now.
But yeah, that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good point. His audio is working right now, so it's just less demanding of a screen, perhaps.
Yeah, because I mean, there's nothing really going on the screen.
I think it's just there's no 3D in the background.
So I know BTS doesn't have like a poor laptop, but he does have a laptop.
I was testing on a not great computer. I've got like a GeForce 750 Ti or something. Can't remember my processor. It's nothing.
Even right now,
nothing
it's not
good.
crackling. guess all that's in the background is, you know, like Mode 7 or something.
I had a choice when I bought my video card to get like I could go with like the new hotness, the 1080 was out, or I could get like the 980, or I could get the budget card at the time, which was like a 750 Ti. And so I went with the budget card, and then cards were expensive forever after that, and now I'm stuck with this thing probably till the end of time.
You got a 750 Ti? Oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
I mean, it's like I have a 560 Ti in my old machine that all I use to do that is like watch some streams, like on my one TV. That's it.
I think I've still got a 980 Ti in mine. So.
I would have had 980 Ti, except during Giant Troop of 1, one of the fans died, and I drove like 40 minutes to a Best Buy to buy a 2070 Super.
BTS just cannot get this last hit. In like 5 seconds. Hey, here we go, finally.
Yeah.
Oh, now you can hear the audio blowing up.
Many explosions on screen.
Yeah.
Oh, we got an FPS counter.
Yeah, but we gotta have him go to like a different level. It's dipping pretty hard now.
It's not a steady 60, that's for sure. It is in the menus. That was my experience. So I was in the menu and I was like, no, it runs great on BizHawk. And then I got in the game and it was like down to 50.
That's gotta sting if 40-minute race for not, just gotta do it again. Like a race is a race. It's still fun. But...
Oh, 50 to 55.
I had a feeling. He was not playing that poorly. He was not playing 6 minutes slower poorly,
No, he
right?
wasn't playing 6 minutes slower poorly. I think it would have been really close, but I think Mundungu lost enough time doing other stuff that he should have caught up.
I think this race should have been so close.
Yeah, this would have been an insanely close race.
So I don't know, like, am I the moderator? If I am the moderator, I would call this a redraw.
Right. You were the one who is supposed to watch it. I don't know. I'm a tester. Alpha's here.
So here's the thing: if BTS is running at 50 FPS, if you multiply his time by 5/6,
but it's
35.
Yeah, it's not that consistent.
Yeah, it's at 60 right now, right?
You're talking anywhere that BTS's time probably should have been anywhere between 35 to like 37 minutes, and it's like that's not close enough that I would say probably redraw, because that sucks. Because when you're just like, oh well, the absolute best one if it was a consistent 50, but like it could have also been worse than 50 in some areas.
Right, we didn't even hear the audio crackle when it was down at like 52, 53, right?
Yeah, we didn't
just
hear
now.
it. Yeah, so it could have been way worse.
Seems like BTS is trying to talk his way out of a redraw right now. He's like, oh, it's just a 10 FPS lag.
Yeah, I mean the last thing he wants is to have an entire race be no good, especially when you're the loser. It can make it sound like you want an excuse to, for why you lost, or what, it's up to a third party to make the decision.
Is it me? I don't actually know.
Right, that's a good question. Let me read what happened when you said, I can watch if you don't mind me making a decision if something goes wrong, and then no one said anything.
Yeah, and then Freebo just left. He was like, alright, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I guess it's you, Maurice.
Alright.
And if you want my advice, I think the emulator mattered.
Yeah, I think the emulator mattered. It wasn't, noted in the pastebin. I think Freeball turned me into a mod.
Alright, so this has been called a retime by our official MT bots. They will be
And
able to
they-
race tomorrow,
Mhm.
but we do have another race that is being set up right now, I think. Oh, I wasn't even in there. I hope they didn't start without me. They don't even have a game. Nice.
Yeah, so, it's likely they'll schedule for tomorrow, so keep an eye on the rematch between Mundungu and BTS. It's a shame for all kinds of reasons that this happened, but the fact that it probably would have been super close, right? That it would have at least been really fun.
Like, I agree with Alpha's math to some degree. Like, it is somewhere in that ballpark of 36-31 that BTS would have ended up with. There's mistakes that both of them made, like Mundungu playing the minigame, BTS also playing a different minigame, and also having a harder time on the first boss. But it's just impossible to tell because neither player was going noticeably slow or fast. It looked very equal. So you were wondering the whole time, why is BTS not catching up at all?
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that.
Because when I tested this, I was, even with the World 2 goal, there was a part of me that wanted to reject this game because I realized the platforming and the gameplay is so simple that the race was very likely to be decided by stupid stuff like I ended up in a mini game for a minute or whatever, right? So when that happened, like Mundungu got lost in the first boss room, I was like, this is huge, this might cost him the race or whatever, right? And then it didn't. And then he played a whole mini game and that didn't matter. And so it didn't add up to me. Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, it's like at some point, the poor boss fights that BTS was having was not adding up to the amount of time he wasn't getting back, because he did a lot of areas quicker.
What?
What?
The game that was pulled, I was like, oh yeah, this game's cool. Oh, but Andy played it, so it's gonna get redrawn. And then GFM is like, yeah, I think I know that game. I think you're like a red dog, and I'm like, no, that's not. I don't know what he's talking
With
about.
glasses. It's like Clifford. What's that dog? Clifford?
Clifford the nerd dog.
Intelligent Clifford. Clifford, like, like when how a superhero gets their powers or something, like they get bitten by a radioactive. Clifford gets bitten by
The nerd.
Giganticism.
It didn't Clifford get so big because the girl just loved him so very, very much?
I'm pretty sure that's the answer. I mean, who wouldn't want a giant, like, house-sized dog, other than the part where you have to clean up for it? But then, maybe anybody who tells you to, like, clean up after it, you can just have the dog eat them.
Listen,
So,
I am an advocate that every single dog of all size is just a big lapdog puppy, and that includes Clifford. So yes, give me a Clifford, please. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure all of your bones would be gone.
I'm pretty sure I'm fine with that outcome because it means I get to hug a big doggy.
Oh,
So-
no, GFM is right. That description is correct. I just looked up the title screen for that.
Huh.
Considering we just had some tech issues, I'm a little worried about the next game they pulled because I encountered some issues in testing. So we'll just I don't know. We'll see. We'll hope it's smooth. I don't know. Okay, so GFM has definitely at least seen this game and may have even commentated the race of it.
Do you think commentating a race will give you the same amount of like
It's a
blindness
puzzle
as
game,
playing the
so
game?
Probably.
Depends on the game.
Yeah.
For this
I would
game,
say for puzzle games, having seen it, especially when it's a weird, eclectic puzzle game, having seen it matters way too much.
So you think if it was like like Celeste, for example, if you watch someone play that, it doesn't help much?
Yeah,
because
you need
Celeste to
is
get like a
just, like,
feeling.
Yeah, like if it's a platformer, like a straightforward platformer, it's like, yeah, no, that's fine. But like if you watch someone play, like, I'll use a Kuso game for an example, and like someone discovers like that one mechanic, knowing that one mechanic is too much.
I think watching Celeste would still give you an advantage.
That's true, because then you would learn certain movement techs.
Yeah,
you wouldn't
or
always
like
know
what
wall
the blocks
bounces
do.
or hyper bounces or all that other stuff.
Well, like what the stage elements do, and where
Yeah,
to go.
yeah,
kind of.
yeah. Because you might know how to get through a room based on something you've seen.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
if
I
it's
think
not
the
specifically
only-
like, oh, I've seen that exact pufferfish before, I know how it works. Like, you get a sense of the sorts of challenges the game wants you to do. Like, whatever language the game is speaking, you start to learn how to speak it a little bit before you've even started
Yeah,
playing.
I would say
Yeah.
there's some games where, not necessarily that. Like, I would say watching, maybe original Mario Bros, that's not going to help you be better at that game if you're blind to that.